go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope.
Happy Monday, everybody. We got a special Monday night mock edition with you. We got Cody from Let's Skull Podcast on YouTube. Hey, Cody, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Just want to give a shout out to Let's Go Podcast and everybody that watches, of course, this show. We need to fill this little comment section up with a bunch of viewers. It's going to be a fun night, Monday night. I got done running 5 miles, so I'm feeling a little refreshed and a little bit tired, but that's how a GM should be, right? Just on the edge of the fence all the time. So hopefully I do better during my mock draft than what Quessy's done during his drafts. I know I can't be his off-season moves because, man, that dude can sign. I'm just questioning his draft. So,
hey, what's up, Delton? We got Delton in the building. We got Fish from Let's Skull in the building. What up, Fish? What up, Gil? We got Gil in the house. All right, so tonight's gonna be a little different than y'all. We are gonna Cody is gonna be the GM for the off season. We are going to go into off-season moves, cuts, and trades, free agency, mock draft, getting down to a 53-man roster, and finally, the people in the chat will grade Cody's off-season moves. So let's get this hidden. We are going to share screen. Boom. There we go. So we're going to use Sports Track. So let's see here. Designs. First section, we're going to do cuts and trades. So Cody is going to let me know if there's any players on. This is Minnesota's Vikings roster right now. And he's going to let me know if there's any players he wants to cut or try to trade. So Cody, take it away.
The first thing I'm going to address, this is going to be a big spending offseason. We have 23 players leaving the roster. I expect a lot of them to resign because 14 wins is 14 wins. You're going to run it back a little bit. The only difference that's going to happen is at the quarterback, right? And I think the most important position of need for this team with a young rookie, or we'll say second-year quarterback, still a rookie in my opinion, is the protection, because you got to protect that long-term investment. So to get that protection, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to restructure actually a couple contracts.
All right.
I'm going.
Delton, Cody is from the Let's Skull podcast. It's at LETSSKOL on YouTube. All right. Sorry about that, Cody.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So the first contract I'm restructuring is I'm going up to Brian O'Neill's contract.
Okay.
So I'm going to restructure that contract, the conversion, the bonus, so the 3 void years.
All right. Boom.
I'm restructuring TJ's contract, TJ Hawkinson. And I think TJ Hawkinson will definitely take a restructure because of the down year he had. You know, like the injury year, he still got paid that money. So restructuring the bonus of the 2 void years onto him.
All right.
And I thought about restructuring a little bit of Harrison Phillips, but I thought Harrison Phillips played well enough with that top 5 offense or defensive line against the run. So I'm not going to mess around with him. Now going to the guys that we're going to cut.
Okay.
Right. So we know Byron Murphy, right? The void years can't process that through here because then it means he resigns for $3 million. He's not going to resign for $3 million. So the guys I am cutting is going to be one Ed Ingram.
Don't release.
And I know the cap hits are on 385. I just don't think he's played up to the potential of that third round pick. He got benched middle of the year. So you put in KOC's doghouse, which is hard to get into that doghouse in the first place, right? Because you can always come out of it with KOC. So he's gone. Other than that, the only cuts I would see is probably the bottom half of the roster, but I still don't really see it as much because we know Aaron Jones is free agency. You can't process the void years. For these players right here, I'm just going to keep them and just move on to free agency.
So, sounds good. All right. So let's go to boom. We will hit agency. All right. Now, did you want to? Well, so we'll start with sign free agents. You want to start with players you want to bring back?
Yes, I definitely want to start with the Vikings players because, again, I said 14 wins is 14 wins, and I feel like the Minnesota Vikings are going to run it back with majority of these players, and a lot of them are going to be cheap. Of course, Sport Track doesn't factor in too much of the base salary. It's always at like that 1 million. So I guess we can take away, we'll say like the threshold around 5 to 8. We'll take away from it, right?
Okay.
So the first guy I am re-signing is a one. Byron Murphy. I am signing him because I'm going to put him into his natural position of the slot cornerback.
Boom. So we'll go 4-year, 88 mil.
I have him at not quite 4. I got him at 3 at 66. It's still going to be the same cap hit on the bottom. So I have him at year 60. Yeah, 66 mil. Keep the 379 if you need it.
Oops, shit.
You're basically just taking a year off the AEV.
All right. We're just going to hit 66 mil.
Yeah.
I don't know. Boom, 66 mil.
And that cap hit, I see it at the 13. I mean, that's where I see it about right. It might be a little larger, depends on how the signing bonus money gets spread out through the year because Sport Track doesn't really count that. I'm thinking the cap hit is probably going to be around 15 to 16 mil.
Any void years?
See, we got one goes in the 26, the last year in 27. Yeah, you're going to probably have to add the 2-year void years onto it because of Jefferson's contract in 27. Right, you probably have to shift signing money over.
All right. Change this to 34. No. We'll go 29 million. God damn it.
Yeah, that looks a lot better right there. That 6.9 first year cap hit.
All right. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Byron Murphy, come on down. You're a Minnesota Viking again.
All right. And I like it too. And slot cornerbacks, they aren't cheap in the NFL, right? And especially for a good one. I mean, we watched what slot corners that they're really good season. They get paid a lot. They get paid a lot of money. And Byron Murphy is definitely a guy I think shined in this defense last year with all the the lack of cornerbacks that we basically had that year. The poor play, I should say. I'm not signing Cam Robinson. He's gone. Darnold, you're gone. Aaron Jones, I'm going to sign him to that 1-year deal. I think the market value on him is around 3.4. Or 5.5. I mean, you can call it 5.5, but yeah, the cap hits around 3.4, so that's what I'm going to keep him at.
Perfect. Oh, all right. We got D Woods in the building. We got Norse in the building. We got Purple Jesus in the house. How you guys doing? All right.
The Stephon Gilmore, he's up in age. I'm not going to bring him back, even though I think Flores would like that veteran presence back there because he is probably going to lose Harrison Smith. It depends on retirement, right? You still
Right.
need that vet presence back there. Depending on what he signs for, is the only way I'd keep him. Like if he signs for the vet minimum, because I think that's where he plays at. We saw the lack of performance from him last year, getting burned by these 9 route receivers that are out there. So for right now, Stephon Gilmore's not getting signed. Shaquille Griffin was a big one that was on my mind, but I'm looking back at I got Mekhi Blackman coming back next year, right?
McCain
And
Blackman.
I got he'll be coming back next year. He just came off an injury. He's
Oh,
that pick we had that we were supposed to slot in the start. So I'm not going to bring back Shaquille Griffin this year, but Jerry Tillery, I'm bringing him back, and I'm bringing him back on the vet minimum because he will be 31 or 32.
okay.
So the cap minimum, yep, the 1.97 cap hit.
All right.
And we all love Quessie's first ever free agent signing, right? So we're going to go re-sign Jonathan Bullard again. It's at this point he has been the starter. He's played decently for us, especially last year. He played decently. You don't see it, all right. You don't see it from him, but as a unit for this defensive line, we saw it. It was a top 5 against the run. So yes, I'm going to re-sign Jonathan Bullard, and it'll be again the vet minimum.
Well, hey, chat, just like Cody, if you want a chance to be the GM for the whole offseason and go through this, hit me up on Facebook, uh, TikTok, X, message on this video. Let me know. We'll get in touch and I'll bring you on to be a GM for the night. All right.
The next one I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for KOC's dog, Johnny Munt, the best number 3 tight end. You know what I mean?
The best third string
Tight
quarterback.
end in the league. And you're going to need a roster 3 tight ends. And
Yeah.
yes, the market value is the same as the minimum. What I would ask for Johnny Munt is, hey, would you take the minimum here? It's still a 1-year deal, and we'll save a couple thousand, 100,000, right? So, and we might be saving around 700K. So that's I'm deciding for the minimum also.
I got you, D Woods. I'll hit you up on TikTok. We'll set up a night. All
Now,
right.
for the rest of these guys, these are just death pieces, right? Majority of them are going to be death pieces besides that big one down there in Cam Bynum. So for right now, we're going to sign as depth the minimum, right? We're going to sign David Quisenberry for that right tackle spot. Depth behind Brian O'Neill. Yep.
Okay.
We're going to sign Dan Feeney. Depth behind Bradbury and a guard because we did lose Ingram, so we have to have Feeney back.
At the minimum.
At the minimum, yep.
Okay.
So Geod Ward, that was kind of a one I was tossing up in the air a little bit at defense end, right? So we look at this draft, we don't see us drafting in the defense end, right? So Geod Ward going to be another one that I'm going to draft at or assign at the minimum. These should be all minimum death pieces adages, basically. So
There we go.
Camu Gruger Hill, he's getting up there in age. Outside linebacker, I think you're going to lose Pat Jones, and I think we're going to lose Camu Gruger Hill because we're going to want to see a lot more of Dallas Turner in year 2. The lack of production we saw from Dallas Turner wasn't to our ideals, especially giving up that much capital for him. And I know they moved Camu into the inside linebacker position. I feel like Flores is going to want to move Dallas Turner all over the linebacker position. So I'm good with not signing Camu. Patrick Jones, all right, this big name had a big year, right? Had a big year for us before the injury. I think his money that he's going to want is going to shy us away from re-signing him. So I'm not going to sign Patrick Jones. Fabian, he came in at a point in the season where we lost a corner. He played well. But I'm still looking at we had McGlothern off the 53, moving back up, back and forth, back and forth. I project McGlothern entering the 53-man roster and Mekhi Blackman coming back. I am not picking up Fabian Moreau as of right now. Cam Akers, my next guy here. So Cam Akers, I want to resign. So if I go to Cam Akers, I'm going to resign him. He's a cheap deal. I think you can get him at a year for 3.2. Yeah, 3.4, the market value. And that's I mean, yeah, market value. I'm not going to sign him for 3. I'll probably sign him for another 1-year deal.
Boom, 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 boom. 1 year total value. Boom. Signing bonus amount. Cap hit 2.3. You okay with that?
His total value, I don't think should be around 3 mil. I don't know if that's the 1 year, but yeah, that's where I'll keep him at. So
Okay.
we'll just do that.
Boom. All right.
Going down to Brett Ripien. Don't need a practice squad quarterback right now. Cam Bynum. This is one that might go up against Vikings Nation. It might default me as an F on my free agent class right now because I am not re-signing Cam Bynum. I love the dance moves. I don't like the tackling. And he played. I mean, he played decent for us last year. Played pretty well, right? And the end zone celebrations made this team fun. We saw him on NFL Honors doing his thing. You can stay on that stage, or you can sign a big contract somewhere else. Because what is he going to command on his fair market? I think it's like around 60 million over 4 years.
3 years, 53 million.
Right, and I'd rather sign a free agent safety that's out there right now, commanding the same amount of money for him. All right, so they'd be the same. So I'm not signing Cam Bynum. Theo Jackson signed in the minimum. Ryan Wright signed in the minimum. Jalen Redmond's a futures contract, so he stays on the team.
Boom. Sign minimum. Boom. You said Ryan Wright.
Sign minimum.
Minimum. Boom.
All right, Daniel.
Jalen
Redmond's on a future contract, so he stays. He can stay.
Okay.
Yeah, future, so we're fine with that.
Why? How do I got to do it so I could put him on the roster?
Okay. You can sign him for the sign minimum, the $960K.
Okay.
Yeah. Daniel Jones. So we lost Ripien, Darnold, and Mullins, right? So I'm heavily considering bringing back Daniel Jones on a 1-year contract, the $10 million, the same as Sam Darnold's contract. I think that's what he'll command. I don't think a team is going to be willing to give up a lot more than that, right? So customize it, give him the $10 million off the 1 year, the same as Sam Darnold. I think he made, I want to say 6, then he had incentives added to it for Darnold. So
10 mil. Boom. Signing bonus.
I think it was, what was it, 8, and then he had 2 incentives.
All right, so 8 mil.
Yeah, and you're going to take a cap hit for this. So yeah, Darnold had void years added to him, so add the same amount what Darnold had. I think it was the 2-year. Yeah, and that puts it down at 2.7. So we have 3 guys added with void years. So it's the same amount we had this year, basically, right? So yep.
All right.
All right, and so how many players we got left on this thing that we got to fill out? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. So we'll go 13. We got 10 off the team, right? 11 of these, 10 to 11, I expect to be. We're gonna sign free agents in the league here. 10 or 11, I expect to be signed through death pieces, like that vet minimum contract that we'll get. And I don't know if you want to go into that.
Oh no, get to do.
We'll get into it. Just death pieces, right?
Yep. So, you're basically signing everybody you would want.
Okay, that sounds good. So the very first guy that I'm going to sign off this list, right? Again, our long-term investments, JJ McCarthy. We need guards, right? I think we signed 2 guards. Bradbury stays, right? And Bradbury, he has Feeney behind him, and Feeney can be shifted to either guard spot. The first guard that I'm going to say is the guard that I said for my first hot take for the offseason during our Let's Go podcast is going to be James Daniels. Pittsburgh Steelers is both left and right guard. He's coming off an Achilles injury. All right, might shy away. I think he's going to be healthy enough to come back. You're going to sign him on the fair market value. Yeah, the 2-year at 15.
Boom.
Cap hit at 3.5.
Alrighty.
All right. We should have around what 62 in cap space. 60. All right.
We're at 66.
Yeah, 66 in cap space. So we got a lot of money. It's gonna be a spending off season. This is gonna be a good one. The next guy I'm going to get. All right, I'm going to get the prize of free agency. He's not on this list though. For some, the prize of free agency, I think that's out there right now is Trey Smith, the guard from Kansas City.
Du-du-du-du-du. Trey Smith.
I wish you could search on this too.
Oh, yeah. Someone showed me a trick. Hold on. Control F Trey. Boom.
Yeah, I don't think he's on this list.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. Sport Trek had it weird.
How could they not have?
The prize of free agency on this list. That's what I found crazy too. But let's say Kansas City they cut Thuney, they let Thuney walk, and they decided they do want to sign their young player Trey Smith, but I don't think they have the
There
money.
it goes. He's right here.
Okay, yep, sign him. So I want to see his market value, 78. So I don't have him at that 4-year 78. I got him because he's young at 5 years, $97 million.
5 years. $97 million.
Yeah, what does that put our cap hit at?
589.
5. So see, this is where I was looking at it too through Sport Track. We're not going to see that. I think we're going to see it up into the 20s. So I don't know how you'd get to maybe adding the base salary to 15 might get it there. No. All right, that sounds good. That's where we're going to cap hit it at. He's going to be our prize of free agency right here.
All right. That knocks us down to 47 left.
We got a lot of spending money, right? So
Yeah,
we signed, and we had Trey Smith close to Lindstrom's contract. You know, that close to that 100 mil, the Super Bowl. Like someone said in the chats, he did kind of suck during that Super Bowl, right? But he had to block also with Juwan Taylor, that was giving up the most pressures and the most sacks throughout the whole playoffs for a team, and they played one less game than majority of the teams in the playoffs. So after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to resign, or I'm going not resigning. I'm signing one more free agent, a big name, because we still have 45 million. I'm going after Justin Reed, another Kansas City Chief safety.
Boom. All right, let's do this. Boom.
Oh, oh no, never mind. Not Justin Reed, DJ Reed. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna bring in DJ Reed from the New York Jets. All right. We lost Shaq. We lost Gilmore. I'm expecting Blackman back, and I'm expecting McGlothern hit to 53. Byron Murphy resigned for the slot. I would love to see DJ Reed at cornerback 1, Blackman at 2, and then Byron Murphy in the slot. I'm resigning
right.
market value. His market value is correct, so that's where I'm bringing him at.
Boom. Just like that. Raise his base or anything.
Nope, just like that. I think that's well, yeah, you can raise his base to I think he's going to be floating around that 8 million area. So just like who do we have resign? Murphy. Murphy was at 10.49. I think Murphy played a better year than DJ. So I'd put his base around 8.
840000. Something
Okay.
like that.
It's at 14. That's a little higher than Bynum. Let's put his base at the 5. See what that brings it down to. I needed to have it lower than Byron's. Yeah, 10.7. Yeah, I like that'd be good.
All right.
All right, let's see what the cap space we got. 30,
Sitting at 37.
37, and we need how many players? We need 10 more, right? So
We need well. So you have your top 53. Then from 54 to 70 would be your practice squad.
yep, that's fine. And they're already loaded on the practice squad already. So here's where we're sitting at.
Do. All right.
So let's go after 11 more. People like saying Stephon Diggs coming back home, right? And I don't know if I want to put Stephon Diggs coming off that injury midseason into this position. Uh, there is a guy I think we do sign. I think he does get cut, and I don't think he signs for much, right? Because he's getting cut, he's still getting paid from a team, and it's Cooper Kupp. I think we do go after Cooper Kupp, especially with the KOC ties. You're not going to find him here yet because
Oh yeah.
he hasn't signed, right? So he's still getting paid. What is he getting paid still? They're taking a cap hit around. Let me look this up real quick. Cooper Kupp gets cut.
What up, Too Evil? What up, Skywalking? We got Bob Sweet in the building. What up, Bob?
We'll just say it for little shits and giggles that we're going to sign Cooper Kupp to a 1-year, $8 million contract.
Okay. You know
I
what?
mean, you can't sign him, so we'll just take it away from the actual the salary cap remaining that we have left.
You know what? Let's just pretend DeAndre Hopkins is Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, we could pretend DeAndre Hopkins is Cooper Kupp.
And okay, free boom. How many years?
Go 1 year, $8 million.
Okay. Base salary.
Crank that up to the full.
All right.
KOC is going to do right by his old guy back in LA. That should put us at the 8 million. Yeah, that's fine, and that takes me from that.
So, hey, everybody, in this scenario, DeAndre Hopkins is Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp hasn't been released or whatever yet, so he's not on here. So we are pretending DeAndre Hopkins is Cooper Kupp. All right.
All right, so let's look back at who we lost, so that way we can fill now these positions with the vet minimum depth. So we're at 30 mil. We're sitting right where we should be. Because I know the rookie pool is going to be around 5.5 to 6 million this year. That's what you need left over from the side to sign rookie contracts.
All right. Released Ed Ingram, signed Jalen Redmond, signed Jerry Tillery, signed Jonathan Bullard, signed Johnny Munt, signed David Quisenberry, signed Dan Feeney, signed Jihad Ward, signed Theo Jackson, signed Ryan Wright, signed Cam Akers, signed Daniel Jones, signed Aaron Jones, signed guard James Daniel, re-signed Byron Murphy, signed Cooper Cup, restructured TJ Hawkinson, signed DJ Reed in free agency, restructured Brian O'Neill, and signed Trey Smith.
Okay, so that should put us close to that. And I know the draft will supplement, I would say 2 to 3 on the 53 out of the 4, I think. Then you got UDFAs coming through that'll sign to this team for depth, and they'll add and see what's going on there. So I think we're sitting at we need 8 more for depth. For depth, I want to say.
Okay.
So 8 more signings, and I think that's going to be all vet minimum at around 1 to 2 million. So we could be sitting at the end of the year at around 15 mil, which goes towards injury, minus the 5 mil for rookie signings for
What
the
up, Darian?
rookie pool. So let's go back into that free agent list and let's go sign some depth
Okay.
or just players that could make the 53. So you can scroll down to the bottom here.
Scroll down to the bottom. Well, they don't have this crap in any type of order.
No, they do not.
So it's basically if you know a player that you're thinking of.
Mhm. Yeah, right. So let's see what we got here. There's Quan. He could be cheap. We did lose Camus, so Quan Alexander for the vet minimum, inside linebacker.
Doom. Oh, all right.
There's Quan. We got that knocked out. Who else do we lose? We got Feeney. We brought the right tackle, so we need a backup left tackle. So let's find a left tackle out there. It could be a backup. There's no Stone. Yeah, Stone Forsyth. Bring him in. I remember that guy. Everybody kind of wanted him during the draft that year. Vet minimum.
Boom. Come on down.
So we need what 8 more. Let's go. We did lose a guard. We added 2. So I think guard's going to be sitting well. Safety. We got to look for a safety because we did lose. Depending on Harrison Smith if he comes back or not, we do need a safety. Derek Forrest, that sounds good at vet minimum. Just a guy you could play in there because I expect Theo Jackson to move up to the 53. I mean, and because he played pretty solid when he did play.
All right.
We do need a defensive end, so I don't know if Loudermilk is going to us.
Eric Bank.
Let's go Eric Banks. He's part of that Vita Vea group. Vita Vea, they ran a 3-4, so yep, put him at the vet minimum. 6 more. We did lose an outside linebacker, so we definitely need an edge. Yep, Jamin Dave, he was with us. Bring him back.
Boom.
There we go.
Come on down.
So where are we at? 6 more to re-sign.
Yep.
Feeney plays center guard. We have 2 guards in the spot. Probably could add a guard, another just another guard, but I kind of want to do that during. Well, we got draft and we have signings, so the draft will make up. So we have.
Do you think they bring Reisner back?
No, I do not think they bring Reisner back at all. Because when KOC said right after that playoff loss that we need the fix on the trenches, we're going to harp on it this year, and I don't think you want Reisner back with your investment quarterback. You know, this guy's JD McCarthy should be the quarterback for a while.
Right.
So we got 6 more to go. How many picks we got? We got 4 picks or 5?
For the draft?
Yeah,
4.
4. I think we're good because I got a thing to do during the draft.
All right. All right. So we're done here.
ISM, Aaron Rodgers. I would.
Now,
What's up?
are there any trades you're gonna try to do in the draft?
Yes, I'm going to do one trade in the draft.
Any players?
No players. All right, it's just going to be picks.
All right. Make a trade.
Well, I'm going to probably wait till the mock comes up because I think a player will fall to that spot, and there's two teams on this draft after us. They're going to want that player.
All right. So let me share this tab instead. All right. We are going to move into the mock draft. All right. Share this tab instead. Reset draft. We'll
And,
go seven rounds.
and people
Lord.
look at that 29 mil left in cap space. That's not going to be the number after the free agent signings. This is what Sport Track was doing. I think you're probably going to lose maybe an extra 8 to 10 off that. So we're probably sitting at a what 12, 14 mil. That's what I think we'll be.
All right. Let's pick the Vikings. All right. Enter draft. Now, am I letting it run to pick 24?
Yep, you're going to let it run to pick 24.
All right.
I think he will still be on the board by the time it gets there. All right, so let's go look at who picked. Let's see. Let's go look at the available. Is it on the left right here?
Boom. These are the middle is
He's on the board right there. So I am right now. I'm getting a phone call from Baltimore and I'm getting a phone call from Buffalo. All right, they want Luther Burden. They want their wide receiver. They don't have Zay Flowers got hurt. All right, and I'm gonna look up and see what the Baltimore Ravens are offering at 27.
All right. So let's make a trade. So pick 24. Okay. Ravens. So pick 27. What else do you want to try to get?
I'm going to get pick 59.
Oh, nope. They're going to reject it.
Oh, no, so I'm going to add picks to this. I'm going to add to this, yeah. Yeah, and I want to keep those, and I'm going to snag Baltimore's 135, I think. Yeah, that final pick right there.
Okay. And
Right.
you're going to add from ours?
Yeah, and I'm going to add from ours. So Quessy right now, they haven't extended him, right? They're waiting till the draft, see how this draft plays out. I think Quessy needs to make a bold move, needs to swing for something. And you can't really swing for anything with the 4 picks that you have in this year's draft, right? So what I'm giving up is I'm giving up next year's second, right? And next year's fourth. And I'm giving up one of our fifths this year's. Let's go 161. Where we at, right? And that's a success rate, right? That's what we're looking at.
That one is right in the middle of the needle.
Yep, and I think Quessy needs to make a big move, and this big move needs to be kind of on our side. It isn't me frontally head loaded, so I'm sending that trade.
Offer trade. So we are sending first round, pick 24, fifth round, pick 161. Next year's second, next year's fourth, to drop back 3 spaces, pick up a second round, and pick up a 4th round.
Yes.
Trade accepted, y'all.
Yep. I think it's this draft. Quessy needs to hit on this draft. So I'm rejecting every trade offer from here on out because we just sent them all.
All right.
Right. And so they didn't pick up Luther Burden, which I think they do. I don't know what this draft is thinking about. And I am going to scroll down and I'm going to find me my defensive tackle. unless they all just came off the board.
So defensive tackles on the board. You got
Shamar Stewart. So last time I did this, Nolan was sitting there. So
uh,
I
Nolan went. Shit, Nolan went pick 17.
pick 17 and Kenneth Grant went pick 20.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just say Nolan. We'll say Nolan is Shamar Stewart. Can we do that?
Let's see here. You like Derek Herman?
Yeah, Derek Harmon's is a solid player for us. TJ Sanders is really good too. Let's go to running back.
Okay.
There's some good running backs here. I do have a second. I'm going to go back to defensive tackle, and I'm picking up Oregon's defensive tackle.
Boom. Derek Herman, come on down. You are a Minnesota Viking.
And we're back on the clock.
You said reject all?
Yeah, reject all. And some more trade in here.
All right.
But I do expect either Kenneth Grant or Nolan to be on the pick for us at 27. Now I'm going to running back.
Running back.
And there's the guy. The first one from Ohio State, I'm going Henderson because I know Aaron Jones is on a 1-year contract. Cam Akers is still on that 1-year contract. He's going to be battling Cam Akers. And we might come in with like we did last year with Ty Chandler. If he shows up, which I expect him as a second round, Ty Chandler is going to get the axe. He's going to get cut. And then there's going to be our running back for the future. He is the best blocking running back in this draft also. He can catch and he can run. I think with KOC's offense, where it's really pass heavy because we average 11 carries a game, Trayvon Harrison needs to come down as the best blocking back. And we saw that last year. We had to put CJ Ham in the backfield to block for us.
Yes. Come on down. You are a Minnesota Viking.
Well, it won't be Derek Harmon, East Coast gridiron. It'll be Nolan or Kenneth Grant. It's just this is how this mock played out. So the next one I'm looking at, where we at in the 4th round right now, I'm going to best available.
Good. Oh, we're still in the 3rd. You're in the 3rd.
Yeah, best available. I'm going best available in the 3rd.
Okay.
So this is where I kind of have a little bit of a leeway and some room to go down. So let's scroll down. Yep, and there's my boy, Sebastian Castro, safety. And that's who I'm going to grab. I think he is the smartest safety in this draft. I think he's not as talented as what Malachi Moore would be from Alabama. But since we're losing Harrison Smith possibly to retirement, you're going to need that smart guy back there, right? And he can still lean on Metellus to learn a little bit from the league, and he can lean on whoever. And who do we just re-sign? Theo Jackson, if Theo Jackson is a pan out. So I'm going Sebastian Castro on that position.
Boom. Come on down. All right. You're in the 4th round, pick 136.
All right, pick 136. Who we got down here? Do we have our boy Fairchild from Georgia anywhere? Or there's another Georgia center that I was looking at.
Offensive line. Boom.
Nope, Fairchild's not here. So what I'm going after is I'm going after Jared Wilson or Raw. He's right there, first one. Yep, really raw, right? But he played up to his standard in the SEC. And I'm going after Jared Wilson at center.
All right. The last and final pick. Round 5, pick 140.
I'm going after a cornerback here. So click on the DB area, right? And we got some names out here. All right, we have Ransom from Ohio State. He's a safety. Tommy Hill, Mello Dobson is what's his name? Dorian Strong from Virginia Tech. Yep, that's the guy I want. Lanky, strong, physical little corner, and he has really good ball hawk skills. So that's who I'm drafting.
Boom. All right. So you got everybody. The Derek Harmon pick is
Yeah.
technically either Kenneth Grant or Nolan, Walter
Yep.
Nolan. We're just pretending, but they got picked.
Yeah.
uh, you got Trayvon Henderson in the second, Sebastian Castro in the third. You went offensive line, Jared Wilson in the fourth, and Dorian Strong in the fifth.
Yep.
You know what? I am going to screenshot this and send it to you. Boom. Copy. Facebook. Boom. Boom.
Yes, I know Castro is a nickel, but we are also losing a nickel in Cam Bynum. So that's why I went with Sebastian.
All right. So let's go back to sharing this screen. So just remember these players. Then we could go back to, let's look at our 53-man roster. So we got Jonathan Greenard. We signed free agent Trey Smith, Justin Jefferson, Brian O'Neill, Andrew Van Ginkel. We signed free agent DJ Reed. Got Christian Darisaw, Josh Oliver, Harrison Phillips. We restructured TJ Hawkinson. DeAndre Hopkins is Cooper Cup. He's just not on the list yet, so we had to pretend DeAndre Hopkins was Cooper Cup. Blake Cashman re-signed Byron Murphy. Harrison Smith is still around. Josh Metellus is still around. Garrett Bradbury, JJ McCarthy. We re-signed. Oh, can we? Oh, we can process the void now. Process void. Boom. And same with Aaron Jones. Process void. Boom. Blake Brandel, Jordan Addison. We signed free agent James Daniels, Dallas Turner, Aaron Jones, CJ Ham. Signed Daniel Jones, Cam Akers, Brian Asamoah, Makai Blackman, Andrew DePaulo. We re-signed Ryan Wright, Theo Jackson, Jamin Davis, Eric Banks signed vet minimum, Derek Forrest vet minimum, Stone Forsythe vet minimum, Quan Alexander vet minimum, Jihad Ward vet minimum, Dan Freeney vet minimum, Queefenberry vet minimum, Johnny Munt, Jonathan Bullard, Jerry Tillery, Jay Ward, Ty Chandler, Jalen Naylor. We got Ambry Thomas, Nashawn Wright. Oh, is Brett Rippon supposed to be gone?
Yeah, he's supposed to be gone because we're rocking with McCarthy and Daniel Jones. I mean, you can keep Ripien out there as a practice squad guy. I don't think he comes off the list from practice squad, and you don't really need to activate emergency quarterback. And if it's a good backup quarterback, you just activate Ripien. I mean, you're not going to re-sign Nick Mullins and activate him off the practice squad every 2 or 3 weeks, right? So
right. Jonathan Harris, Ivan Pace, Walter Rouse, Will the Thrill Richard, Michael Jurgens, Levi Drek, Rodriguez, McLaughlin. That's our top 53. And here's some, and there's our practice squad. right on the money. 70.
That's how you get it. That's how you do it. All right, and I expect with the other 20 remaining spots during preseason, they're going to bring in the new DFAs and they're going to bring in some other vets to see what's going on. Is there
Exactly.
any way where we can pop up a starting lineup?
Something like, hold on.
Because I think people they see the draft, they see what happened free agency. I think if they see what is actually on, paper, they're like, oh, that ain't bad.
You know what? Give me 1 second. Boom. Google Docs. Boom. Google Drive. Oh. Boom. All right. Something like this.
Something like that. That looks good.
But we'd have to replace it with some of the players that you had.
Yes, yes.
So what we could do is, all right, so let's go. Okay, you know what? Let me go back to this. Let me go back to this one. Share this screen, and you can tell me where the players are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could boom. Oh, okay. Let me move this over here. All right. Boom. Vikings depth. All right. So Jonathan Greenard on mine. He's starting on mine, the one I already have. So he'd probably be starting on this one.
Mhm.
So we're moving. So we're changing. Is James Daniels going to be the left guard?
You'll be the left guard.
Okay.
And I expect Trey Smith. We had 27 mil in cap. I expect Trey Smith probably going to take a little bit of. I mean, we talked 8 to 10 away from that 27. It's just a flux. So we're sitting at around 20 million minus the 5 million rookie pool, 5 to 6 million rookie pool. We're probably going to be sitting with 15 million left in cap, and that's where we're going to come into the season with.
I'll just put Bradbury. Okay. Justin Severson, I got starting on the online. Brian O'Neill, boom, 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 boom. DJ Reed.
DJ Reed is the cornerback 1 for this team.
Okay. DJ Reed, boom. We'll put him in there. All right. Boom. We got Hawkinson. I'm just gonna put Hawk.
Yeah, you got it. I got it.
Oliver. Change that back to Monk. Okay. Cooper Cup would take the slot.
So yeah, he'd be the slot. He needs interchangeable with Addison. I mean, you can throw Addison in the slot, Cup on the 2. With Cup, what it makes so much sense is like we do with Jefferson, we move around all around the field, right? Now you have 3 wide receivers. You can move all around the field. And if you need to take Cup out for a play because of maybe there's or a game because of injury or whatnot, you still got Jalen Naylor that you can turn the fold, right? So you got 4 wide receivers that you can just move around this whole thing. And that's going to be a scary offense.
You want Murphy in the nickel bit?
I want Murphy in the slot. That is, yep.
Murphy, Phy. Okay. Harrison Smith, strong safety.
Yeah, if we get Harrison Smith back, yes, strong safety Harrison Smith. He'll be. We'll say we get him back. It's not gonna be a big contract. It's gonna be the farewell tour of Harrison Smith.
Okay. Uh, who you want at free safety?
Free safety that we're gonna put in there is in between uh Metellus and Sebastian Castro, which I'm gonna put Castro in there because he's a third round pick. I'm gonna throw Castro in there.
So we got Castro.
And you could put Metellus there with dash Metellus, dash Theo Jackson, or you could put a dash next to Harris Smith with Metellus. What I'm looking for right here is versatility on this defense, and I think that's what B-Flow loves. I think I can put a full safety at strong safety, I can put a strong safety at full
Yeah.
safety, and I can put him at linebacker. Now you have 4 players on this team that you can do that with.
Okay, so we got Metellus, boom, boom, boom. Daniel Jones. I got Aaron Jones. We kept. He's on my list. C.J. Ham.
Yep.
Daniel Jones. No third quarterback. We got Cam Akers. Did we get a running back?
Yeah, we got Henderson. So I put Henderson / Akers behind Aaron Jones because Aaron Jones is getting up in age. You signed Aaron Jones to basically a little less contract than what he signed this year, just because of the age factor. If he does get injured, now you have 2 running backs that can play on the field at all times.
Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right. Brian Asamoah.
He's sitting back in the depth.
Yep.
As his inside linebacker role, he's probably the third. He might move up to 2 with the Camu being gone, but I think Cashman and Pace are going to be the lockdown 1 and 2, the inside linebackers.
Blackman starting.
Blackman is going to start this year at cornerback 2.
Yeah.
I like Blackman a lot.
Boom, boom, boom. Blackman. Okay. All right. Got Ryan Wright. Got Theo Jackson. Jamin Davis. Is he replacing like a P2?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I'd put him like around there. Like he's a depth piece. I think Dallas Turner is going to play a lot more this year, and so
We got D line. Who's our starting D line?
your starting D line will be Walter Nolan, or we'll say I think Walter Nolan goes a little bit higher. I think he's got that, what is it, Tyreek Wilson kind of shine on him, like from the guy from Texas Tech where he went top 5. He's got some good shine on him right now. I think Kenneth Grant is probably the more likely candidate that will be there, and I'm going to put Kenneth Grant as
The nose.
as the nose. Yeah, for pressure situation. Flores' defense is tough to read too. But yeah,
Then Harrison Phillips as an end and Bullard as an end.
as the other end. Yep.
Bullard. Okay.
And you can move those guys. You can move Harrison Phillips and Kenneth Grant left and right? Depending on what the situation you're looking at. Like, oh, it's first down or it's 2nd and 3. Guess what? I'm going to flop Harrison Phillips and Kenneth Grant around. That way, I get the outside pressure with Grant, and then I get the run stuff with Harrison Phillips. And it's all about versatility for me on this defense, and that's what B-Flow loves.
All right. So I'm not going to do the whole.
Yeah.
I at least got the starters up here.
Yeah.
So we got for offense Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Jordan Addison, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, JJ McCarthy. For the line, we got Darisaw, Daniels, Bradbury, Trey Smith, O'Neal. For the defense, we got DJ Reed, Bullard, Kenneth Grant, Harrison Phillips, Blackman, Blake Cashman, or whoops, sorry, Jonathan Greenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, Blake Cashman, Ivan Pace. Free safety, got Castro. Nickelback, Murphy. Strong safety,
Harrison
Smith.
Smith. Yep. And you can move around Metellus to the Smith position if Harrison Smith retires, or you can flip Metellus and Castro on the field from full safety, strong safety. If you look at Forest's defense, safeties is just safety. It's not full safety or strong safety because they play linebacker, they play full safety, they play whatever. And I think if you're starting lineup an offense, especially being JJ McCarthy, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Cooper Kupp as those three wide receivers can move all around the field. You have Darisol, James Daniels, Bradbury, Trey Smith, right on that offensive line, and then your running backs are Aaron Jones, the Henderson kid from Ohio State, and Cam Akers, which they can all be moved around as a running back by committee. I think your offense is completely set for the future, and I think Jaden McCarthy is going to be safe, protected, and
What
I
up, Fatty?
and the think about the offense and projecting JJ McCarthy, right, is he has all these weapons. We had 14 wins last year. I think we probably do fall off just because JJ McCarthy's learning curve, but I don't think we fall off as much because of what we did to that offensive line and the
Right.
playmakers we have on this team.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we're right on the number, right? We're at that 70.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're right at 70.
And with how much cap room? Well, it's not 27. We'll say it's around 15 million with cap heading into the season, so we can use that 15 million. And you might see a Van Ginkel extension. He's 1 year left. He's a second team All Pro. You can push some of
Exactly.
the money to him. Give him a little 6 million extra on his contract, and then move the rest of the 12 million that you have into the season in case of injuries.
Hell yeah. Hey, everybody. This was the fifth down off-season GM. This is where I'm going to let the people, the people, come up and be the GM and make the choices you think the Vikings should do. Next on the docket will probably be D Woods from Skull State of Mind because he was in the chat saying he wants to be next. So I'll get in touch with him. But let Cody, let everybody know the next time Let's Skull is going live.
So we'll go live Thursday. We go live every Thursday at 8:30 Central Time. It's a bunch of us. We're talking Vikings football. There's some arguments going on. Everybody's drinking beer. Come join it. Come join us. Have a beer with us. Look at that right here. Yep. If you
Cheers.
Caleb Evans or Case Keenum, you gotta drink. But other than that, hey, we just try to make it fun for everybody. We bring everybody on our show. If you want in, we're getting you right in there, right? You can talk whatever you want. My boy Fish, he has this new segment that we brought up. It's called Stumps.
You
Stumped.
got stumped.
Yeah, you got stumped, and you basically answer these trivia questions. He's 4-2 right now. He's got a good, nice little winning record. Some of his questions are super hard, and he won't take you back to 1978 if you were born in 1995. He won't hurt you that bad. This is a good time, and we love being on your show, Yogi. We love being on Zoe's show in the zone. We love all that stuff and keeping this community together. I hope we all make it out to the Vikings get together that you have, the Skull Fest. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think this year might be the year. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this might be the year we're going to come out.
It's a party. It's a Usually, so Friday night, there's usually a party at this one bar where all the VWO people go,
Hmm.
because that's when they do like the nighting of like the new members and stuff like that. So we usually hit that party up. Then Saturday night, it's Skull Fest, which is a party. Then Sunday morning, we all go tailgating
Hmm.
before the game. It's a good time. It's
Yeah.
a good time. It's a good.
It's like we had in Nashville when we went to the Titans game. We had all at Broadway skull chanting, and it was pretty wild. And we went to the the VWO party, Vikings World War party, and Sir Death was there. It was a blast. Like the whole experience is awesome. I want to get more people that, like we all know, because people would come up to, oh, your Let's Skull podcast on Broadway. We're like, yeah, and let's do, and it was it was a good time. So I'm hoping Skull Fest this year. I think we're going to do it. I got to talk to the big dog, Keith, I think, but I really think Keith will do it too. He thinks the LA game is going to be played in Brazil. I think we're going to play for whoever in Brazil. So that way we can just all go to Skull Fest somewhere or meet up at the.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for tapping in. I hope everybody had fun tonight. Again, D Woods will probably be the next person, and Skull Vikings.